Ever since we got the new Summer Game Fest trailer for Blood Message, followed by the 19 minutes of new gameplay, I cannot stop thinking about it. This single player PC and console game feels like watching a cinematic, but you're actually playing it. We are just a regular soldier and messenger, so every fight against an enemy feels challenging because we're on the same level, and there's so much more that stood out in the new footage. So tons to go over, and thanks to NetEase for sponsoring this video. The Summer Game Fest demo seems to be from an early section of the game, where our nameless main character alongside his brother has to rush back to his house and son while their city is under attack by soldiers who are looking for a letter. We cross paths with these soldiers multiple times, and you can choose to approach these encounters in stealth, so sneak around. I love how there are many different brutal takedowns, using his hammer or even an unarmed way to get rid of these soldiers. And your brother will also accompany you for sync stealth kills, even from the air. Moving through the linear environment together with your brother really gives me that Naughty Dog vibe. As you move things out of the way, you boost each other up. But it's especially how well you can work together in combat that really stands out. You can knock enemies to the ground so you can finish them off, take an enemy out before they spot you, hold someone so you can take them out, and also save you from what could have been a fatal hit. Naughty Dog shared that a way for them to make their companions more lovable is to make them really helpful in tricky situations, so you can learn to rely on them, and the team behind Blood Message seems to understand that as well. Throughout the game, we will have multiple different companions by our side as we travel through East and Central Asia, which will let us explore deserts, snowy landscapes and more in the hope of reaching the capital of the Tang Dynasty to deliver the important message that should save our homeland. And we now learned that this also means that we will partake in huge siege battles. Like, this looks absolutely insane. They're really aiming for this set piece heavy linear game with chases, even on horseback, and constant surprises and near-death experiences. It's for sure stuff we've seen before, but now during the final years of the chaotic Tang Dynasty that was marked by peasant uprisings and political collapse, which ultimately led to the period we know as the 5 Dynasties and 10 Kingdoms. It's awesome that we're getting more games out of China like this, so we can learn about these first, mostly unknown time periods, but now experience them with beautiful graphics thanks to Unreal Engine 5, and again combat that so far totally seems to be the highlight. People who got their hands on the game really note that it plays as good as it looks. We use the right trigger to attack, while blocking and parrying happens with the left bumper. It's not a Souls-like game though, as Game Informer reports that the game was really not that challenging. This is going to be an action-adventure story that we experience, and where we play a nobody, where parrying a simple attack from a regular soldier can cause you to lose balance and fall down. It's really that Naughty Dog, The Last of Us approach to combat, that feeling that you're not particularly more capable than your opponent and always barely survive thanks to outsmarting them. You already saw that one way we can do this is by using our environment. This works in stealth but while fighting as well, and I love the shoulder bash followed by a kick so the enemy falls over crates, and then you follow up with a vault attack, after which you use the table to completely take him out. And I'm really curious if regular light attacks immediately cause you to use these objects, or if you have to use particular button combinations. Like, the combat has a lot of weight to it, also thanks to the heavy impact of every strike and many sword clashes with really good sound design, and you can even block the attack of 2 enemies at the same time, which is awesome. Or here, when an enemy holds you, you break free by throwing him against another target. I also love how you can counter an enemy by grabbing them yourself and using them to shield you from an incoming attack. There seems to be a lot of depth for a game where all our encounters are in service of a narrative beat, again just like a Last of Us or God of War. There are still many questions though. The relationship with our son seems to be an important one, and there might even be a time skip where we control him. I don't think there will be many progression systems. Getting new weapons and potential new moves seems to be linked to simply advancing the story, which is fine, but I'm curious if there are some systems that they're keeping under wraps for now. A small thing, but I hope they give us an option to hold the button as well when doing these QuickTime events, because in this 19-minute demo there's a lot of button mashing. The release date is also something they are still very secretive about. In an IGN livestream they noted that they're still hard at work and want to get it out as soon as possible, but it sounds overall like a 2028 game to me. But I'll of course keep you posted here. Totally check out Blood Message to the link in the video description. That would really support the channel as well. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will speak to you very soon. Goodbye.